Broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore, it's Coach Kev on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Damage 365 Radio. This is episode number 48. I'm your host, Coach Kev, along with JT, who's live and in the house today. Say hello, JT.
Hi, I'm dying the slow death of a Jet fan right now.
Yes, he is, and recovering for a second straight week. And joining us again for a second straight week, Nick the Beard's in the house via satellite.
How you guys doing tonight?
I'm actually recovering for the seventh straight week.
Sucks being a Jet fan, but...
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Except for opening day.
Yeah, you're like the Mets. You always win on opening day.
I'm going to MetLife Stadium for a tryout. Rex Ryan, get ready.
No.
When you see the
Go
number
on the
8
pad,
in JT,
JT.
when you see the number 8 in JT, you better know it's time to win a game.
Yeah.
Can't be any worse.
You're damn right. I could throw to the other team too, you know.
You're welcome.
Or you can just hand the ball off. That's where they score their touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'll run it myself.
Yeah, or just keep, fumble it and keep kicking it forward to eventually one of you guys picks it up near the goal line.
Or when they call Water Boy, I'll be there.
Yeah, water boy. Anyway, we have a great show in store for you today. We'll have our birthday shout-out section. We will recap Friday night's Jersey Championship Wrestling show that was live from Union, New Jersey. We will do a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view preview a little later on. And we'll also play that awesome song by Layla Bear during our commercial break. And we've had a lot of people actually contact us about playing their music on our show during our commercial break. So I'll be reaching out to a bunch of people to see what kind of music they're looking to have us play. So it's pretty exciting there. For those of you that tuned in a little earlier to Real Sports Talk with Kenny Kluska, well, welcome back to the Damage 365 Radio Network and the flagship show of the network. And without further ado, let's get this party started because we have a short list of birthdays. Really, really short list. That music means it's shout-out time, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a very special birthday in the house. Happy birthday to Damage alum and Damage Hall of Famer Christy Polk Nidell. Happy birthday, Christy. She's one more year from her 40th birthday, so... oh, no, 2 more years. I'm lying. Oh, crap. Damn. Oh, well.
Happy birthday, Christy.
Happy 39th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Or 38th. Happy 38th birthday, Christy. She was one of the Damage originals back in 1994.
There's not many originals out there.
Yeah, 1994. One of the Damage originals. One of the original jerseys, number 45. She wore that jersey because she was a Jordan fan, and 23 was taken by Jessica Harbeck. So she wore 45 because that's the number Jordan wore when he made his comeback. So, tell you how long ago this was. Almost 22 years ago.
Did she play like Jordan?
I guess so. Jordan wasn't a good baseball player. I don't know. Christy was good. Solid hitter, 333 hitter.
That's MJ.
So, I think Jordan could have actually had a decent baseball career. Maybe not in majors, but in the minor leagues. I had the pleasure of watching a lot of video of him playing, and he wasn't that bad.
Did he play in the Barons?
Yeah, the Chicago affiliate.
I've seen that in Space Jam.
Why does
you only know his
everything
baseball career
revolve
from
around
Space
that
Jam.
stupid movie?
Because it's the story of his life.
Oh my god!
Played baseball,
Obviously,
got
he was
abducted by
abducted by-
aliens, and came back to the NBA to win 3 more titles.
Obviously.
So was it Jordan that won the titles, or was it an alien that abducted Jordan's body?
I think it was the Monstars. That was their name.
The
Yeah, Michael Jordan actually wasn't good. He was just abducted by aliens, and the aliens were playing baseball and basketball for him.
It's kind of like he had his own kind of sort of Tommy John surgery.
Exactly.
Came back better
Guys,
than
what
ever.
kind of nonsense are we talking right now? I don't even know what's going on.
I'm just
I started it. Sorry.
I'm just looking at him shaking my head. I'm looking at the microphone shaking my head. I'm like, what are we this is just John's world just revolves around this really dumb movie. I mean, it's just like
This is the kind of entertainment you get when you listen to Damage 365 Radio, guys.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to listen.
Oh, by the way, I just bought a brand new T-shirt yesterday from Kohl's, and it's got the Sandlot. It has what was his wrestling name? The Catcher, Ham Porter. What they said he became a professional wrestler at the end. It was the
Oh
the
my
Great
God, I can't. What
the Great Hambino, right?
Yes.
Yes, the Great Hambino. It's him pointing and says, "You're killing me, Smalls."
Oh,
So perfect shirt.
for the great Hambino.
Yeah, for the great Hambino. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I think we will recap some JCW, Jersey Championship Wrestling, live from Union, New Jersey this past Friday. I think we'll do it the same style that we did last week with Warriors. Nick will read the matches. We'll give JT and I give a little inside. So, Nick, if you can segue us into Jersey Championship Wrestling live from Union in New Jersey, which featured former WWE superstar and current TNA superstar. Don't call me Brodus Clay. Don't call me Monstrous BC. But please, by all means, call me Tyrus.
You better.
Alrighty. We started off the night with a match between Brandon Kirk as he took on Danny Dumpstead. Don't call me Dumpster.
That's right.
Brandon Kirk picked up the win over Danny Dumpstead. What do you guys have to say about that match?
Finally, I can't even tell you the last time
Finally.
Brandon Kirk won a match.
Finally, Brandon Kirk, with a new haircut, has won a match.
Hey, I mean, and the funny part is that usually he does like the pre-show match, and he
Yeah.
never wins.
He lost to the dancing queen.
Yeah, he lost to the male diva.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking because they didn't have a pre-card, like a pre-show match, it broke the jinx. He was officially part of the card.
He was.
So-
As long as he's on the main card, he wins.
He wins. So, you know, he put. I keep calling the guy Dumpster. I'm sorry.
No,
It's
this is
Dumpstead.
Danny Dumpstead.
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 This was Danny Dumpstead's first match in JCW, with a perfect opportunity to showcase to the fans and the company just what he can do. And he came out like a man on fire, trying to get the crowd into it. High-flying moves, executed very well, a lot of heart. And I give the guy a lot of credit for stepping up onto the stage in his first match. He put on quite a hell of a show, even though it was in a losing effort. You can't lose them all.
But it was the Fratplex that ended the night for Dumpstead. So, Brandon Kirk, victorious.
With the Fratplex.
Match number 1. Moving on.
Match number 2 saw probably a match that could have, as we've heard, could have headlined any company. You have Joey Janela, who took on Too Hot Steve Scott and Kyle the Beast in a triple threat match. And Joey Janela picked up the win, and he pinned Too Hot Steve Scott. And to be honest, that's a match that I really, really hope was videotaped, because I want to see that match. All three of those guys, as we spoke about last week, are absolutely talented as can be. And what did you guys think of the match itself?
Match itself was as built. It was no strangers to each other, Joey Janela and Kyle the Beast. You stick in very entertaining and high energy, Too Hot Steve Scott. You know you're going to get a very good match. The Joey Janela and Steve Scott did what they had to do. They isolated Kyle the Beast. They got him outside the ring, and they got him down, and they left him outside the ring. And then they went to work on each other, not have to worry about Kyle the Beast. So that went back and forth between the two guys, and finally it was Joey Janela picking up the victory over Too Hot Steve Scott. All three members shook hands after the match. A little reluctant was Kyle the Beast, but he's a good sport, and it was a very, very good match. I mean, it just you really can't say much more about Janela, Too Hot Steve Scott, who gets better and better every match, and Kyle Reese, like you always say, impresses you.
There's three guys that always bring it. There's three guys who never give less than 100%, and you never have anything bad to say about any of them in the
They're very similar, even though they're not built similar. They're all go high energy guys.
Yes.
Exactly.
The only criticism I have is the match could have been longer, but that's about it, because, you know, if you're a paying customer, that's something you're paying to see right there.
Yeah.
Top of the line, independent wrestling at its finest. Just watch out when Joey Janela's in the match.
It's crazy to think that was the second match on the card, where if you could put that into a lot of other companies, that might be a main event in some companies.
Yeah, if you don't have a championship being defended, which the JCW championship hasn't been defended in a couple of shows now. And yeah, easily could have been that main event that night.
Could have been. I look forward to seeing that main event when we see Joey Janela get to take on QT Marshall for the championship, as he is the number one contender.
He is the number one contender. He called him out, and he said, "You're looking at the next JCW heavyweight champion." And then he continued to say, "Take that, Pat Buck and Kevin Matthews. Go screw yourselves.
You suck."
Boy, Joey Janela, always entertaining.
A little subtle message to the owner and number one man, I guess you could say, number one wrestler of PWS, Pro Wrestling Syndicate.
Just don't shoot the messenger.
So I don't really care.
I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, they're best friends of ours. Obviously, everybody knows that we're really tight with PWS.
Lots of love.
I heart you.
Yes, I less than 3 you. That's right.
Alrighty, let's don't jump into the third match.
I still want Kevin Matthews to call this show. Kevin Matthews, I still want you to call this show. I want to hear all this hostility and why. Very curious.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Let's go.
Somebody who's listening right now. Somebody who's listening right now can hook that up.
I will rename the show for that day. Damage 365 Radio's Reality Check.
Yes. Hey, I like it.
I'm down for it.
Anyway, if I even asked him, he probably wouldn't even take me seriously anyway. He'd probably be like, yeah, okay. Yeah, right, sure. Alright, moving on to the next match.
Let's jump into the next match, which saw the artist formerly known as Brodus Clay, as he took on Steve Mack. And the artist formerly known as Brodus Clay, that's all I'm going to call him by from now on, by the way.
It's funny because he was announced as Tyrus, but he came down to the Funkasaurus music.
God only knows what's going on. But Brodus Clay, or Tyrus, or whatever you want to call him, he beat Steve Mack in what Kev described as a weird match. What was so weird about it, Kev?
It was a squash.
Literally a squash.
It was a squash match. I mean, I've never seen Steve Mack lose on such a one-sided match.
Yeah.
He got a couple of moves in. He tried to body slam Brodus twice. The second one was kind of off the hip and looked like he hurt his back. I don't know if that was it, but
let's call him the really big guy with the tattoos.
But Brodus body slammed him a couple of times and then threw down the old Funkadactyl splash, and it was all over. I mean, I think the match maybe lasted 8 minutes.
Yeah,
maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
For a special attraction, only 8 minutes.
Yeah, so a little weird. I don't know if it was ended early because Mac was hurt, but considering the Mac that we saw last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember the big guy with tattoos is a really big guy with a lot of tattoos, and when he comes crashing down on you, I don't care who you are, it's gonna leave a mark.
We still need to get you body slammed, JT.
I'm waiting. As long as it's not by the big guy with the tattoos.
Might have to be at a different show.
Yeah.
They could put me through a door.
We'll have to find a new company for you.
Why? Put me through the table.
So I'll pay to see that. Who's call in right now?
First of all,